Over the years, Notre Dame of Mid-Sayap College has remained steadfast in its mission of making a positive difference by providing quality, relevant, and liberating education. With this commitment is NDMC's continuous plan for enhancement to deliver excellent services and meet current demands. For the past 3 years, NDMC has successfully implemented its plans that even the emergence of the COVID-19 pandemic didn't put it on halt. Guided by the institution's strategic directions, let's take a look at these humble achievements. For Strategic Direction 1, Globally Competent and Holistic Graduates, NDMC managed to be at par with other top universities through our sterling board exam performances, made even more evident by the top-notchers we produced. In 2019, efforts in conducting in-house reviews, mock board examinations, and the strict implementation of the school retention policy were paid off when the College of Education was able to produce 3 top-notchers, Top 3 and Top 7 slots from BEED and Top 8 from BSED. Moreover, NDMC's performance rating as compared to the national passing rate is above satisfactory, and gaining a 100% passing rate result is a challenge well embraced by the different programs as seen in this table. Aside from board performances, NDMC also excels in most academic competitions from primary to tertiary level. This is one of the goals of the faculty members, to produce excellent students who will compete and represent NDMC in various levels. Academic and skills competitions assess the quality of education rendered by NDMC to its students. This is also NDMC's answer to the call of academic camaraderie among schools. These are the achievements of the students in various academic and skills competitions. NDMC's commitment in developing students' cognitive aspects and sports and socio-cultural capabilities was never ceased by the pandemic. Last 2020, the Student Supreme Government conducted several programs to enhance students' academic proficiency through online Student Academic Empowerment Program. The SAEP 2020 activities were essay writing, poem making, and short story making. SIDLAC 2021 was also celebrated last April 20 to 24, 2021, where students competed in e-games, oration, extemporaneous speaking, spoken poetry, talumpati, hip-hop, and vocal solo. These were all broadcasts on the institution's official FB pages. These activities were all done to strengthen students' psychosocial formations and take care of the students' mental health. For Strategic Direction 2, Academic Excellence, intensive monitoring of academic heads using the revised instructional survey tool resulted in an increase in the learning environment survey rating of teachers. The institution strongly acknowledges the importance of regular teaching evaluation to ensure quality and effective instruction. During the shift to online modality, the Academic Council with Human Resource Development and Management Office Director convened to develop an appropriate instrument for online classes to recognize faculty strengths and their efforts in the new academic landscape. Relevant training on feedbacking techniques and confronting skills were also given to administrators to properly exercise their role in coaching and mentoring. 4 programs, namely Bachelor of Science in Information Systems, Bachelor of Science in Computer Engineering, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, and Bachelor of Science in Criminology passed the consultancy visit. Thus, they are eligible for the formal survey this academic year. The institution will also apply for Level 3 accreditation for business education, liberal arts, and elementary and secondary education. The validity of the accreditation status of elementary and secondary education Business education and liberal arts are extended until May 2022 due to the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic. NDMC received a grant of 4.2 million pesos from Porticus Foundation. This grant was utilized to purchase key resources like Britannica, Academics, Britannica School, CE Logic, OECD Library, and Unicheck. In addition, 25 sets of computer desktops were also purchased to facilitate online researches of students in the cyber library. For the first time in the history of NDMC, the college unit was able to reach the highest number of enrollees. In 2018, during the implementation of RA 10931, the Act of Promoting Universal Access to Quality Education by providing free tuition and other school fees in state universities and colleges, had brought adverse effects to NDMC's enrollment. But with the help of the same act, the Tertiary Education Subsidy or TES program was launched, which helped revive the enrollment. Last academic year 2018 to 2019, 459 students of NDMC qualified for the TES subsidy of CHED, while there were also 74 students from Listahan 2.0 or 4-piece beneficiaries during the first semester. This significant increase in enrollment for the past 4 years was also due to intensified marketing and promotion strategies, massive information dissemination maximizing the school's Facebook page and YouTube account, as well as NDMC's guesting in the radio station Kudos NDMC help in reaching and connecting with NDMC stakeholders. Thus, the enrollment in 2018 for college students rose from 1,178 to 3,119 this semester. As NDMC continues to develop well-rounded students, the school also established international linkages with St. Nicholas School of Thailand. After proper selection, 8 grade 10 students and 2 teachers, Miss Dolay Garcia and Mrs. Russell Pareñas, went to Phitsanulok, Thailand last January 16, 2019 for opportunity to gain new insights. In exchange, 5 Thai students and 1 Thai teacher from St. Nicholas School of Thailand visited NDMC last January 16 to 26, 2019. The following year, 12 grade students went to St. Nicholas to experience the same immersion. With a fervent prayer that a research culture would be developed in the institution, the administrators decided to expand the current research office into an institutional research center. Hence, it will widen its scope of responsibility and shall be named as the NDMC Research and Development Center, or RDC. The Academic Council also decided to make research as one of the top priority faculty goals with a higher weight rating. The decision is made to motivate faculty members to involve in research. The research manual was reviewed and revised to make research package enticing to faculty members. Researches are categorized with varied research incentives depending on the type and nature of the study. On top of this, subject deloading can also be enjoyed by the main proponent of the research. All these initiatives were paid off when several faculty members were able to conduct and present their studies. The development of the book on 501 people who made the Philippines is the first project proposal of the center approved by the National Commission for Culture and the Arts. The book is a tribute to 501 Filipinos who made the Philippines known for what it is today. The Dean of the Graduate School had presented her research entitled Educational Challenges and Coping Mechanisms of Muslim Mothers in the Armed Conflict-Affected Areas in Sustaining the Needs of Their Schooling Children during the culmination of the Statistics Month celebration. Miss Evelyn Albrando, Faculty of College of Criminal Justice Education, presented her co-authored Gamot sa Sugat, the lived experience of the panel in settling Rido. in 11th Annual Conference of Asian Criminological Society at Seda Hotel Ayala Center, Cebu City, last June 23 to 26, 2019. In addition, Dr. Genevieve Torino, Dean of College of Business and Accountancy, presented her paper, Demystifying Credit Card Usage Practices Among Private Organization Employees. Credit card holders with knowledge of the credit cards and lifestyle outcomes as predictors, a sequential explanatory approach in international research presentation at EBIN Singapore last April 19, 2019. Before the advent of the pandemic, NDMC was able to establish a research collaboration with the University of the Philippines Diliman research team. Their exploratory meeting last October 10, 2019 aimed to identify issues from Erumanen ni Menubo community of Pangisipan in order to form their research agenda. Last October 17 to 18, 2020, Engineer Niel D. Labio presented his dissertation paper entitled A Lightweight Black Cipher with Dynamic Key-Dependent Substitution Boxes at the International Conference on Advanced Computer Science and Information Systems 2020. The paper was published in Scopus Index Publication, Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineer last November 2020. Last May 2021, Dr. Andrew Ngo was awarded as Best Oral Presenter during the Asian Conference on Multidisciplinary Research in his study entitled Quality of Life and Level of Depression Among Elderly. The institution recognizes the value of research for its sustainability and development. Thus, when NDMC shifted to online modality, one of the significant researches entitled Students Reality Check on Online Learning, a survey report was conducted. It aimed to determine the perceptions and challenges encountered by students in the new modality. For Strategic Direction 3, Enhance and Sustainable Community Involvement. Inspired by the charism of Saint Eugene de Mazenod, NDMC recognizes the value of serving the poor in many different phases. With the active headship of the Community Extension Services, several activities like Livelihood and Scholarship Program, Literacy Program, Skills Training, and Gift-Giving activities were successfully conducted. Thus, NDMC was awarded as Outstanding Non-Government Service Group category. Agency category during the Galing Midsaya Penyo Awards Night for implementing programs and projects leading to the improvement of the lives of the people in the municipality. For Strategic Direction 4, Productive and Competent Human Resource. NDMC believes the teachers' passion, hard work, and commitment help the institution uphold its reputation. Teachers are directly responsible for delivering the promise of quality education made by the school to its students. Thus, NDMC played a high regard in investing into the faculty development program. Over the past years, NDMC was able to support faculty members who undergo master's and doctorate degrees. Last 2018, 2 faculty members have finished their postgraduate degrees. Michael M. Bautista, Doctor of Philosophy in Sustainable Development. Andrew Ngo, Doctor of Science in Nursing. In addition, there were 3 faculty members who finished their graduate degrees. Jolay R. Garcia, Master of Arts in Teaching College Chemistry. Ivy N. Macagba, Master of Arts in Language Teaching, Major in English. Romel N. Paradillo, Master of Arts in Language Teaching, Major in English. In 2019, 6 faculty scholars were able to finish their degrees in graduate and postgraduate programs. Genevieve O. Torino, DBM, Michelle T. Vinia, EDD-ELT, Daisy O. Medalla, EDD, Liza S. Gapasin, MSE, Engineer Riza M. Acanto, MECPE, and Engineer Mark Brian Tenebroso, MECPE. 22 scholars continue to avail of the program and 9 of which are taking doctoral degrees. For academic year 2020 to 2021, 23 faculty members continue to avail of the scholarship program and 3 scholars had finished their degrees. Mrs. Sarah Jane Orillosa finished her doctorate degree in business management. Miss Elnie Kalunsag finished her Master of Science in Psychology, and Miss Danica Biadnes finished her Master in Business Administration. For Strategic Direction 5, Daring Missionary Spirit. Last academic year 2020 to 2021, the institution formulated a resiliency program touching not only academic preparations but also looking at the psychosocial, emotional, and spiritual aspects of the faculty and staff. The CMRE and GTC conducted a psychosocial support services program to look into the mental health of the personnel and staff with the theme NDMC is for mental health, striving and thriving amidst COVID-19. In addition, Mental Health Break was also observed last October 12 to 17, 2020, after the major exams of the students. This one-week break prohibits teachers from posting any task or assessment to give students time to rejuvenate and do away from any academic-related activities. Last October 12, 2020, the Guidance Office team also launched the Damien Motivational Enhancement Series of the theme Mental Health for All, Thriving and Staying Positive Amidst Pandemic, and Unifying Voices for Greater Investment and Access. This was aired through the NDMC FB page. This is a way to recognize that mental health is a very important factor for every Notre Damean to survive and thrive for this time of pandemic. To enhance services, the following were being implemented. Deployment of online admission to cater enrollees, upgraded biometric attendance management system into facial recognition attendance management system. Process the migration of data for the implementation of ISMIS, and the target implementation is second semester of this school year. This aims to improve internal processes in terms of enrollment system, data recording, and report generation. During academic year 2018 to 2019, even before the outbreak of the pandemic which caused the school's transition to online modality, NDMC was already heading toward this direction. Thus, the VPAA conducted an orientation and demonstration of the use of Google Classroom and encouraged faculty members to use the said learning management system to maximize online articles and research. This academic year, NDMC is still utilizing 2 applications to deliver classes. One is Class In for synchronous classes and Schoology for asynchronous classes. While the rest were still calculating their actions, NDMC was quick to shift to online modality, which helped mitigate the risk brought by the pandemic and ensure learning continuity. The College of Nursing was granted authority by the Commission on Higher Education to conduct limited face-to-face classes to their 3rd and 4th year students. This is based on CHED Joint Memorandum Circular, and the department shall follow the 4 to 10 cyclical students shifting model, where students are in campus for 4 consecutive days to attend face-to-face classes and off campus for the next 10 consecutive days for flexible learning. With all these notable achievements and the difficulties that NDMC was able to surpass, we can say that NDMC can withstand and achieve its goal for the next 80 years or more.
May the remarkable event fuel us to continue making a positive difference and sustain us to our quest or universityhood.
In making a positive difference.